Hello everyone and welcome right on back to WolfQuest 3, where it is quite late at night and it seems to have taken me 2 rests. So 2 rests got me back to nearly full health, not quite but nearly. And my hunger still hasn't dropped that much, so we've still got plenty of opportunity to go exploring. It seems like it does take quite a few days for your hunger to actually drop down to anything significant enough to require doing like a big hunt. So you have oh my god, it's already lagging, plenty of time to go exploring. Let's see, pack territories. I mean, this is all pre-recorded, so I am still actually playing this on the day after it came out. I just wanted to pre-record because I'm working a lot and I need to make sure I have some footage of me playing WolfQuest to come out. That said, I'm gonna turn on my sniffer. I want to find, I believe this is the smell of a wolf pack, yeah, the Wapiti pack, rather than dispersal wolves. And I want to find dispersal wolves, like I really want to find some dispersal females. I'm wondering though, should I give it another go? I know I got attacked really viciously last time I went near a wolf pack. But maybe we'll have better luck this time at trying to convince a female maybe to leave with us. I don't know if that's actually possible, but the game tips told me it was. So if the game tips are lying to me, that's their fault. That's their fault for tricking me into thinking that's something I could do. So let's try and keep... Oh, goodness! Goodness! I think it's... I don't know if it's the smells. I think there's just so much going on. It's a buck mule deer carcass. Maybe that's what they have? Maybe they have... Like, the wolves have that? Bull elk herd. I think they do, because the smells seem to be coming from the same direction. Now, in my experience of this game so far, carcass scents are a lot easier to follow than any other kind of scent, so I'm going to follow specifically the carcass for now. I'm just going to keep on the carcass, because I'm going to presume, based on the direction the smell is coming from, that's something the wolves killed. Oh! They're already on me. Who is this? They're wagging my tail. Look, I'm friendly. She's probably so confused, but it's a boy and I'm like, please. Please, I'm not scary. I don't know if you're a male or a female. Come on. If you're a lady, I'm interested. Come on. Come on, who are you? Oh, it's a male. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Please. Please. Please, ladies only respond to my to my howler request. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, I'm not really seeming to have much luck with this whole... Hang on, show pack territories. Okay, let's just get out of the pack territory. Let's keep heading east. That should take me out of it. So I guess it's just a matter of trying to find the dispersal female scents. I still don't really know enough about the social arena to understand how to tell the personalities apart, and I don't know how you even check a personality. If you can check it. Wolfpack. Oof. Let's head down here. I feel like in the first moments of playing this game I got so many scents, and now I just look at a barren landscape with no smells anywhere. Or when I do smell things, it's nothing useful. Oh, there's a moose there. Look, I know I learned my lesson about tangling with mooses. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Let's see. So much of the territory, like, is claimed by wolves compared to what isn't. it does make it quite hard to know where to go. Right. And I was looking at the quest, like, for after you found a mate where it says you need to travel. I don't know if that means, if it's saying you can already explore the new area or not. I'm presuming we can't even explore it because you can't select it as a place you want to go. And I would have thought you would be able to select it as at least a location to play on if it existed. Unless you need to find it to be able to play on it. But I'm really doubting it just because of the amount of time I know they said that it took to make this new map. I'm big doubt that there's anything like that. I think that's just going to take too much time. I wouldn't expect to see the new area for at least like a couple of months. I think multiplayer is meant to be coming early next year. And I think we're probably going to get multiplayer before we get a new episode. That's my thoughts, at least. I feel like I should have brushed up on my wolf skills by playing some WolfQuest before I dived straight into this, but maybe we'll do that a bit later. I can play a bit of WolfQuest multiplayer with my friends or something. We can raise some pups together, it'd be quite fun. But as for now, I'll just try and get the hang of WolfQuest. We need to think of a name for the pack. I mean, we're not a pack yet because Harrier is still just one dispersal male. Wow, I really can't smell anything. There's really nothing here. Oh! I say, spike elk! Okay, that means I can find out what a spike elk is. Which I have really wanted to know. I've never heard of that before. Is it? I feel like it's a life stage. Oh, I can't get any. There it is. I feel like it's maybe a young male. That sounds like what it could be. Hi! Oh, the diversity's not fantastic, though. Alright, I'm gonna find this carcass. The diversity rating on them was super low. Like I said this last time we found females, but I think the diversity rating is the number of stars indicates how different genetically you are from that female. And if it has a low rating, like a 1 out of 4 star rating, that means that the female is genetically quite similar to your wolf, which means that your pups might be quite sickly, you might have smaller litters. Carcass confrontation. It looks like you're not the only carnivore who's looking for a free meal. A coyote wants this carcass too and may not let you have it. So this is the fight or flight. I think it's going to be pretty easy to scare them away, I think, voice. If I keep growling at them. Oh, that's actually really upset them. Okay, but I like bit him once and it made him... Come on. Alright. Attacking them, like... There we go. We might get in a bit of a fight over this one. This fight may last a long time. Hold on, come on, game. Come on. Can I have control over my body? I didn't mean to take a bite of it. I don't know how long it takes to actually chase them off. They're really trying this. They're trying it on. It's really hard to get a good look at them. Goodness me. Okay, come on. I think that did it. Okay, I think I scared them off. Alright, I forgot to see what it was. Yeah, it looks like a male. Maybe it's a young male with small antlers or something, or like a lone male. I don't know. I don't know what a spike elk is. Goodness, that's probably something I'll have to look up. Alright, okay, I've eaten my fill. Okay, no, I'm not interested in those ladies. They were too genetically similar to me. As I was saying, you want to pick a wolf, I'm presuming that has at least like a 3 or 4 star rating. Oh, am I having a dream? It's awesome. I think I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. Oh, that's so cute that you can dream. That's so interesting as well. There's like a vision of the future. Oh, these females have... Oh, are these different females? No, they're the same females, I think. I'm not interested in you girls. I feel bad saying that, but I need to find a mate that's, like, you're quite similar to me. And I also don't really like... I'm not a fan of the dark skins. I mean, she's quite pretty, actually, her red. Oh. I think rather than actually being based on coat or anything, that genetic similarity thing is just random. Like, it's rolled randomly for every wolf. Alright, let's get my scent out. It's actually so much easier to scavenge as a, I guess, wolf pack, so I don't really want to be heading that way. We've had our run-in with the Wapiti pack already, and he was not happy to see me. I think it is actually random. I don't think it is actually based on anything to do with the colours, because when I first encountered, when I first got tips about... Hello? The wolves. What are these? Are these elk or nah? I don't think they are. These are something else. Are these the... I think they're the mule deer? Is that what they were called? Because they're doing the same kind of stotting. Huh. Oh, come here. Come here. Alright, lock on. Yeah, as I said, I got a tooltip that was basically saying a black and grey wolf match is better than a black and black wolf match. It is, it's a doe mule deer. Oh, she's kicking me. She's trying to kick me away. This game told me that hunting adult mule deer as a lone wolf would be hard. I don't think it's that hard. I'm hanging onto her leg and I'm doing alright. I wonder if the experience system is the same. I'm not sure. I am really not sure how experience works. I'm not seeing anywhere where it says experience, but I do have the same, like, this image, which maybe points to it. I don't know. I do not know. That was maybe a bit rude of me to kill this mule deer when I didn't need to eat. Dispersal wolves. Okay, again? Is it the same ones that followed me is the question. Yeah, it is! Girls, what did I say? Can I attack them? That sounds mean. I can't even attack them. I can't even be like, go away! Well, you can have this if you'd like. No. Okay, now they're leaving. Okie dokie. These are the mule deer that I was hunting, so I'm gonna leave that be. Be interesting if that carcass that we left, like, eventually if we came back to it, like, in a little while, if there was another predator there that would have it, that we'd have to fight for it, even though we killed it. But I don't really think that's worth doing. It seems silly to stay in this area. So we shall just run. Okay. So here's an interesting factoid. You may know about how in Yellowstone, when all of the wolves were hunted to near extinction out of Yellowstone, hello, These are... That's just like a coyote or a fox or something. But yes, when wolves were basically hunted to near extinction out of Yellowstone, you may know that caused a bit of a knock-on effect with the prey animals, where the prey animals didn't feel so afraid to travel around. They felt safe by staying in one location, and what that meant is that because the herds weren't traveling, they were overgrazing in certain areas, and it was basically destroying the forest, because every time new trees, saplings would pop up. Hello? Sorry, that's a strange sound. Every time new tree saplings would pop up, the deer would just eat it, so trees weren't being allowed to grow. And that was basically what was happening there. Now we're actually seeing a very similar thing now happening in the United Kingdom, especially Scotland. Scotland is a big one where it's happening, where you're basically seeing forests that just aren't able to grow because deer populations are just so huge. Like, they just grow to such big sizes. As in their herds, like their populations are so big, and they have no natural predators other than humans hunting them. There is nothing controlling them. And while that is, you know, you might think that's all, that must be fantastic for the deer, that's really not so good for ecosystems. It causes a huge imbalance. There's no like checks and balances that are allowing trees to regrow. And what that eventually means is that the deer won't have anything to eat. That eventually means the deer will just overgraze everything to a point where there is no food for them. And that's not very good either. Okay, saying male wolves. So they are actually looking into, and they have been for quite a long time, reintroducing wolves up into Scotland, like small packs of wolves into Scotland, and seeing if that would have a similar effect to what we saw in Yellowstone, which is basically where when they brought back in the wolves, the elk just went back to acting as they should. The herds went back to being nomadic. They travelled as they should because staying in one place isn't safe. It attracts wolves. You know, they keep on the move because the wolves are always on the move. So they aren't overgrazing in one particular area. The wolves are keeping their population in check, so their population can't just exponentially grow. And you know, it's good times all around. Though there are a lot of controversies about it, because obviously some people aren't so keen on the idea of wolves being reintroduced into the area, especially farmers. Farmers and people who keep game birds are the most opposed to the reintroduction of any sort of carnivore. Like, they're not into the idea of lynxes, European lynxes being introduced, reintroduced, should I say, because they too could potentially hunt. Oh, there's a bull carcass. They could potentially hunt their flocks of sheep, their young calves, their game birds, like their pheasants if they keep pheasants. Those are the sort of things that that people are worried about. They're worried about it being a threat to their livelihood, basically, which is understandable. If you're a farmer, you could actually lose a lot of money by losing just even one animal. Especially if they're like an adult breeding animal. Hello? Is there anything here that I can... It's just eagles. The eagles are still quite interesting, though. Like, it's interesting they're even here. I don't see wolves, though. I was hoping... Oh, there are coyotes. I want to get a look at something. Like, I just want to come close to anything. Hi, I just want to look at things. Come on. I'm not even allowed to look at things. But, oh my goodness, where was I? But yeah, if you lose, like, a particularly important animal to your stock, like breeding females and the like, you know, that's a pretty hard hit you're taking. But to be honest, the way I see it, if you have the proper protections and implementations in place, they shouldn't be getting into your, you know, into your livestock. They are mostly like evening predators. And the thing is about these animals, especially wolves mainly don't take out little things. they usually want bigger kills because they don't eat as often. They eat, you know, every couple of days. They eat a big meal every couple of days, and they have to sustain entire packs. So I think in an area where the option is like a baby sheep or a pheasant or like an entire red deer, I feel like they would go for the deer. But personally, in my very personal opinion, I think the best option actually is to reintroduce bears. I know some people probably disagree with me, some people disagree with everything I'm saying, some people will just say we should just reintroduce everything. But I think for the purpose of meeting everyone's needs, bears are a good option because they will still force the deer to move, the deer will still be afraid of them. But because bears are omnivorous, they aren't totally reliant on meat to be able to survive. They eat a lot of berries, they eat a lot of branches, they eat a lot of grasses, they eat, you know, a little bit of everything. So you're looking at still forcing the deer to move, but less threat to livelihood. The only thing is that bears can be very brave. They are more likely to wander into human settlements and go rummaging through bins. So I don't think there's really any one option that's perfect for everyone. But, you know, these are big forests. These are big areas of highland that they're looking at reintroducing things into. And I think it should be our priority to make sure the ecosystem is safe. But, you know, not many people think that. Many people are more interested in how it's going to affect their money and all that. But, you know, in this economy... Alright, that's an elk herd. I'm really not hungry. I have absolutely no need to hunt. It's absolutely unnecessary. My main thing is just finding a female. Come on. We will see. That looks like elk herd prints. Yeah, elk herd prints, they headed this way. Grizzly bear. I think that's snowshoe hare. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was some serious lag there. Boar grizzly. So that's a male grizzly bear. But speaking of, it wouldn't be grizzly bears they'd be introducing to the UK. It would be European brown bears, so the much smaller bears. While it is the European grey wolf, which is very similar to the American grey wolf, or the North American, timber wolves, I think is the other name. I'm not sure, but European wolves are, I think, slightly smaller. I'm not 100% of the morphological differences between the two, but I think the big one is just that they're a tiny bit smaller. I think they're I don't know if they're exactly the same species. They might be different subspecies. I'm not 100%. I think people forget there are wolves in Europe. Wolves live in France. They live in Germany and stuff like that. They do live in these places. I think it's just because I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I live in Europe, we're used to thinking that, the things that live here aren't very interesting. Which I think is a very interesting concept, that people tend to think that things from their continent, or at least their country, is boring wildlife, isn't very interesting. Because what it is, but two, that's an exotic species to someone, someone who lives in, say... people who live in Australia have completely different animals over there, so they think, kangaroos are, normal. They're just, the Australian, marsupial possums are just everywhere. They just, sit in bins, rummaging through trash. Alright, I think I actually need to take a little nappy nap somewhere. So sleepy, but I'm actually in wolf territory. I didn't realize. Sorry guys, let me just run a little bit north. I didn't mean to be in your house. I'll rest under... Where's all the baby trees? Alright, I'll rest under a tree. Oh my goodness, every so often there's just a really bad lag spike. Very hopeful that they'll fix that soon. Very hopeful. Just have a little nap. No more dreams. No more dreams for me. Oh, there's wolves. There's lady wolves. Yes. Alright, let's see. Okay, these are different wolves. Oh, these are quite pretty looking as well. Oh, I think they're all quite... Oh, they're all like really bad diversity. It's a shame because this one is really cute. She seems quite shy though. Can you come closer so I can get a little look at you, please? What's she gonna say? What's she gonna do? Hello? She's like completely blanking me. Is she gonna let me close? She's being very submissive. I think she's not confident. Courtship, if you... I am. Come on. Oh, stop ignoring me and leaving. I'm trying really... Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm not looking to actually court her. I just want to look at her fluff. Because she looks super, super cute. Hi! Rolling over. Stop running away from me. Hello. And I want her to start staying a bit closer to me just so I can see what she looks like properly. Oh, she's cute. Come on. I mean, she is super cute, and I don't know, because I'd like to stick with Harrier, you know, when we go on to episode 2. So I feel like I need to pick a, you know, Cinnabar 33F. Oh, okay, that's actually... I don't know if is Cinnabar the name of the pack? No. Is Cinnabar the name of the pack they're from? Or, yeah, it is. Cinnabar 33F. I don't know what the number means. Or is it 3F? Like their age? I don't know. Not sure. But I don't think that was, you know... maybe I should have just stuck with those very first females I found, but I didn't like the look of them. That was all it was. I didn't like their skins. I'm too picky. I think I'm too picky. Maybe I'll never be satisfied. But I think with that, it's actually time to wrap it up for the day. We didn't really make too much progress. I just felt like I talked a lot while Harrier walked. But it's okay. It's fine. We will find our dream lady soon enough. I'm sure she will come walking, pondering through the snow to us eventually. And then we will finally be able to impress a female and have a mate at last and grow our pack, which we'll need to think of a name for it. Maybe you guys have some ideas what we could call Harrier's pack. I say as I think a hare runs past, little hare. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.